Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to another government scheme session. So the scheme that we are covering today is very important because it has been recently extended till December 2022. So what are the important key takeaways from the news and what is the static portion that you need to remember for the examination point of view, we are going to cover in a comprehensive manner in this particular session. So see the name of the scheme, it is Pradhan Mantri Gareeb Kalyan Anna Yojana. See, during COVID time, the central government, they came up with Pradhan Mantri Gareeb Kalyan package. In that, there are various components. It also included the insurance for the frontline workers, etc. And this is one of the component of that package. And here we have to remember that the extension of this particular Gareeb Kalyan Anna Yojana is what we are talking about. We will discuss in this particular session. Okay. So see, what was the need of this particular scheme? So see what happened. We know that people, they move from one place to another for job purpose, right? It can be from a region to region within a district, from district to district within a state, or in fact from one state to another. Now what happened during COVID? We know that a nationwide lockdown, it occurred, and just suddenly everything, it just shut down, and the laborers, now they had nothing to get the livelihood, right? So some of the workers, they were traveling back, so it was long distance that they had to cover by foot because transportation were also shut down. And the people and the laborers who were stuck in that particular state, now because they used to rely on the daily wages, now they do not have that, right? So this created a threat to the food security, to the vulnerable section of society, right? So that is why the government, they came up with this Gareeb Kalyan Anna Yojana, so that everybody, all the people who are in the vulnerable section of society, do mind here, we are just targeting the vulnerable section of society so that they do not have to go empty stomach to sleep, right? So that is why government, they came up with this scheme. So we'll start with the static portion, very short. It's a very short static portion that you need to remember, the dynamics that are under that, and then we will look at the key takeaways. And do mind, these current affair will be very important. The data can be directly asked in your examination, and this you can in fact use in the descriptive in your NABARD examination also, which is just near, right? So here let's talk about the launch year. So see, this was launched during the COVID time, so of course you can remember when the lockdown that occurred. So 2020 is the launch time of this, and it falls under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Okay, so see, you have to keep in mind that we are talking about Gareeb Kalyan Anna Yojana, right? So that is why that Anna Yojana will come under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, okay, because that will come under the Food and Public Distribution only, right? Because we are distributing food grains to the people, right? So this is the basic. Now let's look at the aim. So what is the aim? So that is to provide each person, and here each person does not mean each and every citizen of India. We are talking about such section of society which is covered under the National Food Security Act, okay, the vulnerable section. So in that beneficiary, you need not to remember separately, it can be anyone. For example, a farmer, okay. So what do you think, who would which farmer will come under this particular program? Would it be a farmer who does not have any land, or would be a farmer who would have 5 acres of land and would be having tractor, right? Of course, the one who does not have land. Similarly, for laborers also, we can understand those who were relied on the daily wages, and now that has been shut up, so all that will come under the would be benefited under this scheme. And of course, there is a list that is for the National Food Security Act. Under this particular act, that would determine that who would be the beneficiary and what will be given. What is the aim? That is to provide ration to them during this pandemic time period, okay. So this is the aim. Facility, what facility will be provided under this? So additional of 5 kg grains will be provided free of cost, and this 5 kg grain, it can be either wheat or rice, free of cost. In addition to, do mind this, it says in addition to the 5 kg of subsidized food grain already provided under PDS, okay. So this public distribution system, in that we know that at subsidized rate at rupees 1, 2, 3 rupees, this section which we are talking about, which will be benefited under this scheme, they get food at the subsidized rate at rupees 1, rupees 2, rupees 3, etc., right? But here what it's saying that under the PDS they can avail the subsidy and the food that they usually do. But along with that they will also get additional free of cost of 5 kg grains. Okay, that could be either wheat and or rice. So here one thing that I want to add, that initially when this scheme was launched in 2020, at that time there was also 1 kg of pulses that was also given in addition to this 5 kg of grains at the time it was launched. But now after 2021 and now also the seventh phase which is now being started, so there also it just talks about the additional of 5 kg grains only, and now the pulses are not included. Okay, and there is one screenshot from the PIB itself. So again it says this is a welfare scheme where 5 kg of food grains per person per month is provided free of cost for all the beneficiaries covered under the NFSA Act. Okay, so here including those covered under the direct benefit transfer. So this is about the static portion, and now let's understand the key takeaways from the news, and this is more important from the examination point of view. What does it say? It says, because see now if we are extending this particular scheme, welfare scheme, of course there will be more expenditure, additional expenditure. So what is this additional expenditure? So that is your rupees 44,763 crore for phase 7. Do mind that this is the phase 7 now, that will start from October till December. Okay, till December 2022. So this is the additional that has been given, and till phase 6 if we look at, till phase 6 it was rupees 3.45 crore. So here we are talking about since phase 1 till 6 it was 3.45 lakh crore. Okay, and for 7th phase we have understood that it is 44,763 crore. Now if we add, if asked that what is the overall expenditure that has still now been done by the central government, then the answer will be your rupees 3,91 crore for all the phases. Okay, so I hope you understand. Till 6th phase it was this much, now it has been extended, so 7th phase it will start. For that it is this 44,000 crore, and now if we add both, so overall expenditure if we talk about for this scheme, it is your 3.91 lakh crore for all the phases. Okay, I hope this is clear. Another important concept, that is the total outgo in terms of food grain. So before we talked about the expenditure in terms of rupees, and now if we talk about how much food grains have been distributed and expected to under phase 7, it is to be around 122 lakh million ton, okay, of food grains. And now if we talk about the aggregate, so if we compare that till phase 1 till 7, how much will be distributed, so that is somewhere around 1121 lakh million ton. Okay, so this is, we are talking about in terms of food grains. Okay, so and the last important thing that you need to understand from this concept, from the news, the key takeaways about the phases, what are the different phases that were there. I would not suggest you to remember them month wise, but this is just to give you a brief understanding that this particular scheme, it went in many phases, and now this from October to December, that will be your 7th phase of this particular scheme. Okay, and this is a screenshot of the PIB that is from 28th September, and it talks about the extension of Pradhan Mantri Gareeb Kalyan Yojana, which we have studied for further 3 months, that is from October to December. And one more thing, why was it done? It is done, so government, it says that because this October, November, December month, it is the months of festival, a lot of festival take place, be of it any religion it takes place. That is why, so the vulnerable section of the society, they can celebrate the festival because we know that in India it is celebrated with a lot of foods, etc. Right? So that they can properly enjoy that, and that is why the government says for this reason they have extended this for the next 3 months. Okay, and rest details as you can see is mentioned here, and the other key takeaways that we have discussed in the previous slides. Okay, so that is all in this video. I hope you have understood each and every aspect of this particular scheme, be it static or current affairs. The feedback, it is appreciated in the comment section below. You can give feedback if you want me to improve something, or in fact if you want me to cover any particular scheme, you can let me know in the comment section. And if you like the video, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such videos, and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of this and every lecture that we provide here on YouTube. So that is all in this particular video. Again, if you want me to cover any scheme, do let me know. All the feedbacks, they are welcomed in the comment section. All the queries are also welcomed in the comment section. Alright, so thank you everyone. Let's meet again in the next video.